Hey everybody, this is Steven with Team Interstellar, and who do we have here today?
My name is Andrew Wiggins, and I won with Volcanics today again. There's a profile in from a couple weeks ago, but this is a much more improved version, and I would say it's like infinitely better than the last version of this deck, so
Alright.
very good.
Do you want to do shoutouts now or at
I'll
the
do it
end?
at the end.
Alright,
So.
cool. Alright, well, let's get into it.
Alright, so for the deck, 3 Volcanic Troopers. Searches for any volcanic card, and then also can discard a card to summon a bomb token to your opponent's side of the field, which is important for like popping it with your volcanic effects. And then 3 shell, the most important one. It's in the graveyard, pay 500 to add another one to your hand, so it's constant card advantage, which plays into your discard outlets, and then is also a level 1, so you can make like Link Rebo and stuff with it, so it's very good. 2 Rimfire. This card is, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish it to send another volcanic monster to the graveyard, or you can banish a Blaze Accelerator card to place a Blaze Accelerator card face up in your spell and trap zone. So it's a part of a combo that you can do. That's pretty cool. And then Emperor. It's the last volcanic monster that you play. This card is very good. You can summon it from your hand or graveyard by banishing 3 Pyros or a Blaze Accelerator card from your graveyard, and then when it's summoned, your opponent takes damage equal to 500 times the amount of banished pyros you have, and then you set a volcanic trap card from your deck, which is like an imperm, so it's very good. In the last profile, I played Scattershot, and I just don't think that card is very good. You draw that card and it's a brick, and it was probably the best decision I took it out. And then the next part of the deck is the Snake Eyes. They have a lot of synergy with the Volcanics. So you play 1 Ash, 1 Oak, and then 1 of the Flamebird Dragon. This card on summon searches for any level 1 fire monster, so that can be either Shell, Rimfire, or Oak. And you both of these have the effect of you can send it and another card, face-up card you can control, to the graveyard to summon another Snake Eyes monster from your deck. So it could either be, you can send Ash to summon Oak, and then you can Oak to summon the Flamebird. So this guy is like a Debris Dragon. On normal special summon, you can target a level 1 fire monster from your banished or graveyard and send special summon it. And this card is really good, but normally gets sided out just because it's just to make space for going second cards. This card, so you can summon it with either of these. Once per turn, you can place a monster from the field or graveyard to its owner's spell and trap card zone. That's during your turn. And then during your opponent's turn, you can special summon a monster that is in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. So this card on its own can just like put a monster in your graveyard and then special summon on your opponent's turn. But against the new Centurions, if you do play against them, you can summon those back to your field. So if they place the guy and they go to activate the effect, you can chain to like summon to your field to disrupt them. And then when this guy is sent to the graveyard from your hand or field, you can summon 2 level 1 fire monsters from your graveyard. So you can summon this guy and then link it away and then get back 2 level 1s for more link summoning. So very good. This is probably the biggest change from last Joker profile, and it does a lot. And then the Horus monsters, you play all of them. 3 in SETI, 1 of each of the other ones. You're playing 47 cards in this deck, so you can afford to do this. And the shells make the first sarcophagus just a free card. So, and then 3 Fenrir, still a very good card. Outsboards, very good going first and second, and then puts another card in your hand for discard. I only play 2 Parallel Exceed now. You can still play 3, but just I want to fit other cards on the deck, and just drawing 1 through all your draw effects. Then you can summon it, and you can either make Abyss Dweller or the new Pyro level 4, rank 4. 3 Ash. It's the only monster hand trap I play. The only other one is Imperm. This deck already does really well going second, but you can add this card back with Sunlight Wolf, so it's probably the best one. And then Imperm is really good going first or second, so just play that. And then you also play the Diabellstar Engine. These cards are just very good. If you open up Wanted, it's a draw, and then you can summon this, and then you can go get Snake Eyes Ash, which searches you for Shell and gets you into your entire plays. So very good at extension, plays through hand traps and whatnot. And then sometimes baits the Ash, because people want to Ash this card, and you don't really care about that. You just don't want to get your SETI ashed. And then you play 3 Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, and then 1 of the normal one. I need to send this to activate this. This card has a lot of cool effects, especially summoning a volcanic monster from your hand once per turn, and then also destroying a monster your opponent controls by sending a level 1 Pyro. So Not only does this clear boards going second, but it also gets your engine online. So this card is very, very good. And even though you only play the one of, you can still activate this card multiple times through Rimfire. And then 3 Droplet. The card is really, really good. Dodges Imperm, halves attacks. It's just a very, very good card. And you can discard Shell and stuff for free, so. And then 3 of the King Sarcophagus. The opening of this in Shell is just pretty much game. You draw 3 with the Coach King, and then you can just make Sunlight Wolf and whatnot. And then for the final cards, I play 1 Tactics because of my sideboard. I side Thrust, so I just wanted a good just normal spell cards to play, so it frees up space there. 1 Called By, so I don't lose to like Ash or Droll or anything like that. I just hope to draw it. And then the 1 Volcanic Inferno, which I set with the Volcanic Emperor. This is pretty much a imperm. When your opponent activates a monster effect on field, you banish a volcanic monster from your graveyard. They take 500 and then the effect is negated. So even if they like Econ or something, the effect is still negated. It's like the Mirror Sword Knight. So that's 47 cards. It's very consistent, even with that many cards, because there's a lot of cards you don't want to draw. But a lot of the cards do the same thing. So going on to the extra deck, I play 1 of the Zombie Vampire. If you just open up like the Horus stuff, this can get your plays online by like milling like a Trooper or something. Very good. 1 Coach King. This is the main rank 8 you're going to go into. This card basically says you put 3 of your Horus monsters underneath it. You draw 3 cards when it's a fire to make Sunlight Wolf or something like that. So very good. And then for the rank 4s, I play 1 of the Banshee, Gear for Pyros, and then also if it's banished while you control Pyro, you spell summon it for more link material. And then 1 Dweller because Unchained and Tier, very good decks. And drawing the Parallel Exceed isn't like that hard. So going on to the extra or the links, I got Access Code because it's very good. Nightmare Unicorn, just spot removal. Heat Soul because you can make it pretty much in combo, which I can show. But yeah, it lets you get more draws. This deck can draw you like 5 cards on your first turn. It's very good. I'm playing 2 SPs. Cards broken, so then 1 IP to make it, and then you play the 1 Silent Wolf, which is the Cyber you need for Heat Soul. 1 Hida, 1 Dark, because they're just very good cards, and then 1 Link Rebo, and then 1 Almirage. The Almirage is mainly for Parallel Exceed. If you open up Trooper and a Parallel Exceed, you can just make that and then summon it. So that's the extra deck. And then the side deck, play 1 Herald of the Burst for Pearly, along with the Thrust package. Are these cards? You're playing a large deck count, so just playing like a bunch of like utility cards is good. Your deck's already really good at going second, so for the shifter, or like for Pearly, that main shifter, setting the D barrier is good. And then versus like Rescue Ace, these cards are good. This card I side in versus Tier because if they have Kaleido Heart, a lot of times they're not going to have another Tier on the board, and this card will just send it to the graveyard and won't activate its effects. And then, yeah, so very good cards. 1 Kurikara, it's actually searchable with the Snake Eyes Ash, so you can try to play around your opponent's entire board, and then your last card could be just Snake Eyes Ash, you can search this card and then tribute over their entire field. So it's utility. 3 Droll, because Medadium's good deck. I think this is just should go in every single side deck. It's good against a lot of decks, but it's not good enough against every deck, so it goes in the side deck. And then 2 Phantasme. Any Link deck you put it in, it increases your consistency and stops targeting, so there's no reason not to play it. And then probably for like one of the main combos, because this deck has a lot of like 2-card combos. But if you just open up like Trooper and like this card, or this card and Shell, doesn't really matter. You can summon the Trooper. You can go get the Shell. Is like a very basic combo. Then you activate this card. You can summon a bomb token to your opponent's field by discarding the Shell. Then you search another Shell, and then you activate this card to pop the bomb token, send the Rimfire, and then the Rimfire will set the Emperor. And then you can use the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator to summon the Shell. and then you can link these two off for Sunlight Wolf. Then you can shell again to search for another one, and then you can just summon this guy back by banishing the Blade Accelerator that you banished. And then you set the trap card, and then that's a pretty basic board. You get back this, or this can be IP, this can be anything. Just depends on your hand. There's a bunch of different combos you can do with the deck, and your hands all just kind of depend on that. But it can play through a lot. Like the engine in itself plays through going second very well. So, but yeah, that's the updated list. So,
all right.
Probably rambled for a little bit at the end there, but who cares?
All right. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yep. Shout out to the team Interstellar, great people. Shout out to Max for beating me last week with. He'll never let that down. Shout out to Steven for recording the deck profile, and just shout out to like everyone else. Also, happy birthday, Mitch. It's his birthday tomorrow. So
nice. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Nice deck.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm probably gonna be playing it for a while.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. So
it looks like a lot of good fun. But yeah, that's it for us today. Steven with Teams Interstellar signing out.